Labour MPs reject Tory call for national inquiry into grooming gangs amid political tensions. In a decisive parliamentary session, Labour MPs voted down a Conservative proposal for a new national inquiry into grooming gangs, marking a significant moment in UK politics. The proposal, fronted by Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch, was defeated by a vote of 364 to 111 in the House of Commons. Political standoff on sensitive issue. The vote came after intense debates and was a central issue during Prime Minister's questions, where Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Mrs. Badenoch exchanged heated remarks. The Conservative amendment aimed to initiate a national statutory inquiry into historical child sexual exploitation focused on grooming gangs, but was ultimately unsuccessful due to Labour's strong majority in the Commons. Chris Philp, Shadow Home Secretary, sharply criticised Prime Minister Starmer for using his parliamentary majority to obstruct the inquiry, labelling it an act of cowardice. Philp accused Labour MPs of putting party interests above justice for the victims of grooming gangs, asserting that the MPs would have to account to the public for their decision. High-profile criticism and support. The issue has attracted attention beyond political circles, with billionaire Elon Musk vocally criticising the government's refusal to authorise a nationally led inquiry in Oldham. Musk used his platform on social media to amplify calls for a new inquiry, further intensifying public scrutiny on the matter. In response to the Tory proposal, Neil O'Brien, Shadow Minister for Education, emphasised the necessity of a national inquiry to fully address the scope of the issue and hold accountable those who may have ignored or covered up these crimes. O'Brien highlighted that victims in numerous locations have yet to have their voices heard, stressing the ongoing need for justice and accountability. Labour's position and government response. Catherine McKinnell, Minister for Education, described the proposed amendment as a political opportunism, defending Labour's focus on substantial legislative measures to safeguard children rather than pursuing another lengthy inquiry. McKinnell argued that the Conservative amendment would jeopardise significant child protection legislation that Labour aims to implement. The debate also saw contributions from various MPs, including Reform UK leader Nigel Farage, who criticised the current governmental stance and offered to fund an independent inquiry if the government does not act. Meanwhile, Labour MP Nadia Whittome accused Conservative and Reform MPs of exploiting the victims' trauma for political gains, highlighting that child exploitation is a pervasive issue across all segments of society. Opposition's concerns and future actions. The opposition has warned that the refusal to back a new inquiry might fuel public concerns about potential cover-ups, especially given the sensitive nature of the grooming gang scandals. The issue remains a contentious one, with implications for party politics, public trust in government, and the ongoing struggle to address and prevent child exploitation in the UK.